We are heading towards the end of our Gain Youth Summit. We've had amazing sessions. We've had amazing speakers. We've learned a lot from them and the actions that we need to follow. And how do we end our session today? We want to feel motivated. We want to feel, you know, from here, how do we go about our lives? And the motivational speaker for today is Denise Cortes, a motivational speaker and also a founder for DCK Global. She's all the way from Mozambique. I'll speak about her a bit. Denise Cortes is a Mozambican entrepreneur, motivational speaker, finance and investments advisor, former TV macroeconomic analyst, and exports leader. She's a certified accountant with honors degree in management and postgraduated in corporate finance. Denise founded DCK Global, an online platform that empowers women and African entrepreneurs by promoting inter-African trade and investments. She also managed and advised several businesses and organizations in different sectors of activity. She's an international and public motivational speaker in subjects related to local content, entrepreneurship, women empowerment, and leadership. And so we will give the floor to her. For the next 20 minutes, open your mind for a motivational session. To you, Denise.
Hi, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, everybody. So my name is Denise Cortes-Keyser. As she said, I'm Mozambican, I'm an entrepreneur, motivational speaker, I'm a mom. I do advisor service for traders and investors coming to the market. I am the former vice president of Mozambique Football Federation. In Mozambique, it's not called the association, it's called federation. And I'm passionate about communication. I'm certified accountant, honors degree in management, master in corporate finance. Through my career, my background is in private sector, dealing with government. In the past, I was one of the 2 voices for private sector dealing with the government, with everything related to doing business. So why accepting this challenge to talk in this forum? In my point of view, it's very important for people to know exactly how to manage their emotional intelligence, because sometimes we want to become the superstars in the middle of the ocean, but in the middle of the ocean, you need to learn how to survive and how to swim. And for most of the Africans, we have been complaining and victimizing ourselves through the centuries due to colonization, but no one of us just stopped to think why things continue repeating and we can't break the circle. And in my point of view, I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, okay, I am. I think people should learn how to develop emotional intelligence. They need to learn how to network. They need to learn how to position themselves in the market. And it goes through the subject building. People need to know how to manage their emotional intelligence, how to manage relationships. And I want to dive into this subject. So what is emotional intelligence? The concept of emotional intelligence is something that came up from 2 people, which is Peter Salovey and John Mayer, but was seriously developed by Daniel Goleman in 1995. For them, Daniel Goleman, emotional intelligence is the capacity that we have and we need to develop to understand our own emotions and other people's emotions, and also to know how to express ourselves in order to impact our power, our personal power and ethic in our relationships. Why is that important? I think most of the people will think, okay, but if I have high IQ, I have everything. No, I have to tell you, most of your former classmates, the ones that had 100 out of 100, 90 out of 100, today they're not the CEOs of the company. They're the best technician, but they don't have the emotional skills to lead a team. So what is necessary for you to learn how to manage your emotions, and then you become the CEO or the president or the vice president of one organization? First, you need to observe and analyze your own behavior. How many of you have serious conversation with yourselves about the failures that you constantly repeat in your life due to the fact that you are not capable to manage your own emotions. Start developing the capacity to control your own emotions. Most of the people struggle with controlling emotions. It's common to hear people saying, oh, I am who I am, so this is me. No, this is you in your room at home. But when you go out, you need to become the person that you want to be. So you need to develop certain skills that allow you to become the person that you want to become. And then you need to learn how to work on your negative emotions. Most of us develop the capacity to have deep conversation with our subconscious mind, but it's always about the negative things. What people do, why they do this, why they do that, why you're being victim of this, victim of that. I think if we start developing the capacity to believe in ourselves before we allow other people to believe in us, to empower us, we need to start empowering ourselves. And how do we do this? First, you need to understand that the only person that is going to have a deep relationship with yourself is yourself. So every day, get used to have kind conversations with ourselves, to explore our own resources, to grow bigger, And this is something that we need to start from this generation up. It's not possible for us to get rid of the colonials if we still go on holidays to the colonials, if you still go to buy our products in the colonials, if you still go to the economies to raise funds. So this cycle of poverty should stop. And the only way for us to stop is to start believing in ourselves. It's easy for us to blame our governments, but remember, the ones that choose the governments is you. So you choose your own government. You choose who's gonna guide you in the next 5 years, 4 years. And sometimes it's very difficult for us to learn how to trust in other people, to lead the power, because we got used to suffer. We got used to pain. It's something in our subconscious mind because we want to victimize ourselves. So it's important for us to break the circle. We need to learn how to increase our self-confidence. How many of you really believe that you are capable to do whatever you want? It's much easier for us to believe that Anthony and Daniel are capable to do it because they are white, because they are Europeans, because they were educated in Harvard and Oxford. What about you? Learn that Peter Drucker said that culture is strategy for breakfast. All investors, when they come to Africa, they need someone locally. They need someone that understands. And us as Africans, we are the gatekeepers. So we need to learn how to understand our own legal framework on how to do business in Africa, for us to know exactly how to set the tone when we negotiate our resources, when we decide the way to go in our economies, when we decide which president we put there. So it's important to work on ourselves. Stop blaming others for you not having the capacity to decide what you want. I think Africa should start thinking about it. Understand how to deal with pressure. People don't know how to deal with pressure. It's easy for us to write in our CVs, I can work under pressure. I know how to manage emotions. Guys, after 6 months, you're burning out because you told your employer that you are capable to overwork without charging them for the extra hour. And then you start dying in the other side of your life, because life means balance. And if you don't understand that being wealthy is not about being rich, it's about managing all areas of your life and create the right balance for yourself, you will always burn out. Because you want to please people. You don't want to grow. You want to please people. You want people to say, well done, well done. Stop with that. Stop with that. The first person that needs to say well done to yourself is you, by developing this capacity to understand your own emotions. Don't be afraid to express yourself. It's okay to express yourself, but don't cry in public. Don't allow others to see how weak you are. When you go out of your house as a cat, remember that you are the lion outside. So start growing this self-confidence. Start building yourself from inside out. Develop the sentiment of empathy. Learn how to to practice resilience. It's very difficult. And mostly when the market is asking you for you to become the superwoman, superman, you are the super executive, you are the super this, you are the super that, and then you see yourself in the middle of so much pressure, and then you don't understand how to deal with that. Please, if you are burning out, learn to stop, to rest. We don't need to accomplish everything in one day, but we can accomplish everything that we set ourselves to do in a day by planning. Africans fail a lot because they don't know how to plan. No, if you go to a country and ask, what is the master plan for the next 10 years? What is the master plan for the next 50 years? Everyone is waiting for Europe to come and say, what is the plan for donors in Africa? America to come to say, what is the plan for America in Africa? Russia to come. When Africa is going to set the tone and understand which plan they want to follow to become sustainable. So everything starts with us. We cannot take care of a country if you cannot take care of our own lives. How many of you are capable to manage your own finances? Few of you. But then you want to manage a large corporate. How are you going to manage profit and losses if you cannot understand how to manage $1,000 and start saving? So Africans to develop needs to know how to save as well. So that starts with the mindset. And then it's important for you to say no when no is no. Stop telling people yes just to please them. You don't need to please nobody. Take care of your life because the other lives are taken. Understand that. So in terms of the abilities for you to develop your emotional intelligence, learn how to start knowing yourself, to control your emotions, to auto-motivate yourself, to develop empathy, and to develop relationships. A lot of people don't know how to develop the relationships with other people. They struggle with that because they want to force our way of living. They want to force who they are so that other people should accept them. So, but please understand that it's important for you to start adjusting yourself. It's very, very difficult for people to become Mark Zuckerberg overnight, Bill Gates overnight, whatever overnight. So if you want to start growing and if you want to start building yourself through your journey in life, you need to start finding role models, start finding mentors, start finding people that really inspire you. I'm not saying that you need to be copy and paste, but pick the right things that you think that they are adjusted to the personality of the person that you want to become and start growing. The same way you do a business plan, and you need to learn how to do your own plan, your life plan. How many of you know exactly what they're going to do next week? People fail because they don't plan. They don't plan their week, they don't plan their month, they don't plan the year. They live like one day after another because they understand that, okay, you know, what I cannot do today, I can do tomorrow, but then developing this. And how many of you really understand that your virtual image, your personal branding in the digital world is impacting your life? How many of you do audit to your social media accounts to understand which type of content you are sharing with the people and how much that is impacting your professional life? So people need to know exactly how to behave, how to set the tone to the market. So the same way Coca-Cola is Coca-Cola and Sprite is Sprite and Ferrari is Ferrari, you need to start becoming the Ferrari of your life. You need to know exactly that that beer that you share online is affecting your next job next year, your job tomorrow, because recruiters are online all the time. They're checking people, they're checking on you. So stop sharing nonsense. Stop sharing the day when you were totally taken by alcohol and then it was fun and then the party was this, was that. Keep that images for yourself. You can laugh at home as well. You can laugh with your family without sharing. So it's important for you to start taking care of your digital information. Start auditing. Start checking. For example, you can ask someone else to check online who you are, and then check the image that is shared. And then if it's not something that you want to share with people, email that website and ask them to remove your image. So that's affecting your next move. It is impacting not only for career, it is impacting also for business. Because people, investors, when they decide to come to the market, they do a due diligence on the person that they want to be partnered with. So if in the due diligence process, you're always with the beer, so do you think that they're gonna trust in you? No. So stop blaming other people, start looking inside, start checking what you share with other people. So, and then I'm gonna talk about the power of networking. It's important for you to develop the capacity to network. I know that life is busy, you have so much to do, you overwork, you do this, you do that, but maybe your next career move is in that cocktail that you didn't go. That you don't go there because you don't have time, you're not patient with people. Yes, you are. So no one is gonna bless you with that special job if you don't go there to grab it. So learn how to network with people. Reconnect with your contacts. Start checking online, your LinkedIn, what other people are doing. Maybe your former friend or former classmate that is being replaced and is looking for a replacement. Maybe that's you, but you need to talk to people. You need to connect. Develop your personal brand is what I said. Check who you are online. Because a lot of people now these days, they don't have time to check, okay, to ask this person what that person talk about you. They go online and see what you post about yourself. So stop sharing what is not supposed to be shared. Be specific about your targets, the goals that you have. A lot of us Africans, we don't get used to write down our plans. How many of you have written down your plans for life with deadlines, with a master team to accomplish it? There's no one man show, one man band when you want to achieve something. You need to get the right people to support your dream. You need to find the right people to support your dream. I know that people say that, oh, the secret is the key for success. They didn't say, don't talk or don't do it, hide it until it becomes reality. They say, find the right people and the right team, use your faith and make it happen. So how many of you are really working on your dreams, because you think that you don't have time? Start looking at that. Check your routine. How many times you repeat, I can't during the day. And then after 10 years, you just say, at least if I tried 10 years ago, I could be this or I could be that. And then turn your social conversations into business. I know that as Africans, we don't share a lot about our jobs. Our friends don't know what we do for a living. We have 100 friends, but no one knows what the other does. And sometimes we are doing the same. We are competitors in the market and we don't even know. So it's time for us to start working with our circle. If your friends are not bringing business to you, what are you doing with them? Their liability. Get rid of them. Find new friends. Find people that support your dreams. Find people that believe in you. Don't be surrounded by people that just say that you can't, it's not possible, you are dreaming, you are lunatic. So, if they're not capable to support your journey, I'm not saying supporting financially, I'm saying supporting with opening another door or introducing you to something, to introduce you to the, if your friends are only taking you to barbecues and getting drunk every Friday, and then you wake up on Saturday completely with headache, not being patient to work on your side hustle, what are you doing with them? It's a waste of time. Get rid. Just, you will continue being their friends, but keep them in the wardrobe, okay? And don't use that clothes. They are not for you. They are not for you. They don't fit in your world. And then interact with people. Focus 80% of your energy listening and understanding the other person. Only talk when it's necessary. The bad things in life come inside you through your mouth, because you gain weight when you eat a lot and drink a lot, and come out of your mouth when you talk a lot. You know, the containers that make noise are the ones that are empty. So remember that every time you want to just gossip, you know, get rid of gossip. You know, the CEO of a company, don't waste time in the canteen talking about the CFO or the COO. You know, only low-level people are the ones that are in the canteen talking badly about the boss or the co-worker. Get rid of that circles. They will put you in troubles. So don't go there. Don't go, honestly. And do research. Focus on events and people that really, really support your vision for life. It's important these days to network. We have so much content online. Someone was talking about artificial intelligence and this content online. And it's true, you know, these days, so much content from reliable universities, from reliable sources, from people that we couldn't afford to meet them, you know, in a physical event, but they're available online for free. Start picking the right events, the right people, the right network, and start growing, you know, and don't be afraid to email people when you don't know something. A lot of important people, they're not that busy as they look like. Sometimes they're free to mentor you. They're willing to find people like you, willing to become like them. They want to inspire people. So get used to email, you know, dear sir, you know, don't write like, dear John, he's not your friend. People don't like to be treated like John, you know, in an email. People may be polite with you, but they want to be treated like dear madam or dear sir. And then you write down what you want. Be polite. Go straight to the point. Don't write in this. So people want it. Go straight to the point and say, I'm this, I do this. I wish you could mentor me. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. I saw online that you do this. So start getting used to network with people. We are the average of the 5 people with whom we network the most. So imagine if your network is only your housekeeper, your husband, your 3 kids, do the average. Are you really growing? No, I will tell you no. The only person in your network that have the biggest IQ is your husband. So it's not your housekeeper, not your 3 kids. So you and that. So you need to learn how to network with people that think bigger than you. So either you go through audiobooks and books to read and this type of events, or you find mentors, coaches, and then you find in your network friends that really are higher than you. So then you start leveling up this 5. It's important for you to check on your circle. The weakness from other people can be transferred to you through conversations, through images. If you're always on WhatsApp status checking, you know, all disgrace, all the words here and there, the disgrace there, disgrace that, what you absorbing in your subconscious mind, disgrace. So start choosing which content you feed in your mind, which thing you are allowing yourself to manifest through your thoughts. So start checking on that as well. And then learn to create the first impression. It's not easy for you to create the right impression if you don't work on that. People don't like to network with busy fools or people that come to them always asking for something, asking for money, asking for one opportunity. And then people don't like to network online, for example, on LinkedIn with people that in the title is written, seeking for new job opportunities. Means that you are unemployed. No one wants to network with unemployed people. So instead of you writing unemployed or looking or seeking for new job opportunities, you can write artificial intelligence specialist, social networker, or, you know, write the skills that you believe that you have. People want to see you showing off yourself. Start showing off, start being proud of yourself. If you don't cheer for yourself, don't expect others to clap. They won't clap for you. They're too busy with their 2 hands, you know, holding their future. So start working on that. Don't post all the weakness that you have. Don't post your failures. Kim Kardashian doesn't post the failures. Beyonce doesn't post the failures. Why are you showing all your negativity, all the disgrace in your house, in your family, all the rest in peace? Sometimes people, the social network, I know which friends I will always see this rip this, rip that. You can say condolences to someone without posting rip. It is okay. Social media is not here just to spread disgrace. We can start looking at the good things as well. That's the way we manifest good things. Then in the network event, a lot of people, I saw so many years, people arriving in one network event in a cocktail, and then they identify the best friend. Two ladies together going to the toilet, going to take the samosa, going to take the cake, going to drink juice. Guys, you go to network where you have hundreds of CEOs and you are networking with the assistant to the CEO. Oh God, give me a break. So get used to network with the big guys. Don't find a good best friend in the network event. If that person is just touching you a lot, you just say, excuse me, can I go to the toilet? I'll be back. So then you go to the toilet and then you turn that and then you find the next CEO. Get used to focus on what you want to get. Before you go to one event, it's important for you to get the list of the people that will attend. It will allow you to target your market. You will target people. And please, in the first meeting, don't sell yourself. Don't talk about the product that you want to sell and the profit and losses of your company. Make the other person will to meet you next week. Make the other person will to receive your email. Show them that you are also busy. And then you introduce yourself, you give your business card, and then you run to the next one. Because you have 50 business cards to share with people, so you can't afford to just give 2. So get used to network, get used to tell who you are, and be able to introduce yourself in 60 seconds. How many of you are capable to introduce yourself in 60 seconds? Few, and sometimes no one of you. So please, guys, start teaching who you are, start introducing yourself every day, start practicing in front of the mirror, start developing this capacity to just relax, breathe, stop stressing. Life is not about stress, it's about pleasure. Life is a joyful celebration if you put yourself in a place of joy, not stress. So, and then, how many of you have this profile picture on LinkedIn that looks professional? How many of you? Sometimes you take with a selfie like this and then goes to LinkedIn, and then other of you take a picture with a friend and then you cut here, and then the arm comes cut, and then others are with the dress that shows all the breasts, and then guys, that's your cover. That's the way you introduce yourself to the world, to a network of millions of people, millions of professionals. Do your best. Get a professional picture. Update your LinkedIn profile. Put the good things about yourself. Before you move from one job to another, get used to ask for recommendation, online recommendation from your former teachers at school, from your former classmates, from your former co-workers, from your former bosses. Get used to ask for recommendation. Start building your image through other people's perceptions of you. Sometimes it's important. People believe in products that people say that they're good products. You believe that Ferrari is good because you only see superstars driving Ferrari, and everyone wants to have a Ferrari. So it's the same with you. If other people say that you are the Ferrari in your area of work, it's easier for other people to believe that is true. So start selling yourself higher. Raise the standards. It's important. Raise the standard. And then the 6 steps to, I don't know how many minutes I took already. I don't know.
You have 5 minutes.
And then you have 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Okay, good.
Yeah. We are enjoying, but only 4 minutes.
Yeah. 6 steps to build the strategy for networking with success. Establish goals first. Don't just go shooting all over the place. You're not looking for dead people. It's not a Walking Dead movie. So please, know the right targets, know the right goals, establish, write down, get used to write down every day, write down what you want to accomplish. Identify the people that you want to network with. Analyze the status of your current network. If you only have friends that only wants to have fun or only wants to do this, if they're not supporting your vision, they're not your club, they're not your tribe. Change your tribe. You're not a tree. So move. Then decide where you're going to find the right people. If it's online, if it's in a social event, if it's through a friend, just work on that. Decide how you're going to measure the targets and the goals that you set. It's important to have self-discussions with yourself. Start developing this capacity to have board meetings with yourself. I call it board meetings. I have board meetings with myself where I have very tough discussions with myself, where I said, Denise, you failed this, you failed that, you need to improve here, you need to improve that. And then I start writing down. It's important. It's okay to cry sometimes, but it's not okay to continue crying forever. Write down the plan for you to achieve the right networking goals. Start getting used to write down. And then develop this plan for social networking, start working on that. And then to end, we attract who we are and we don't attract what we want. So if you want something, you should become the thing that you want. It's not easy. We can say, oh, but my father is poor, my mother is poor. You're not your daddy. Get rid of that. You're not your mommy. Get rid of that. You're not your sister, your brother. Hey, if you realize Zuckerberg's family maybe is not billionaire, but he's billionaire. So you can break the circle in your life. You can break this curse that is following your family. For us, African, everything is about witchcraft. So we should, the biggest witchcraft is your mindset. So everyone complains about witchcraft, the sister, the brother, the aunt. Guys, stop with that. It's you. The biggest witchcraft in your life is you. You and your mindset that don't take you from A to B, and you and your laziness. And since Netflix is available in life, and in Africa, everyone is in Netflix, paying Netflix, paying this, paying that. Stop. Start developing yourself by finding the right network for yourself. And then to finalize, I would like to ask you 3 things that you should start thinking about.
Hi, Denise.
How do I, yes.
Sorry to cut you short. I just want to extend a bit because due to public demand, people are like, no, don't let her go. So I'll extend. I can see the chat box. Yeah, so we have more 7 minutes. Okay. Thank you so much.
So, and then I would like to ask you to think 3 things, to ask you 3 things. Who you want to head to your network? Start asking yourself. For you to decide that, you need to evaluate your current network. Who are your friends? With whom you network with? Which type of discussions you have with them? Are you always criticizing? Are you always condemning? Are you always complaining? You don't want to network with people that are always negative. So don't be the negative friend in your cycle. If you're being like that, please check where to find the right people. Start deciding. Is it online, physically, or through a friend? Please find the right people. Please, if it's in a book, if you need to become a friend of Napoleon Hill, who is dead, but he wrote books, please start reading the books. It's pretty, please. If in your network, people are not thinking about wealth, life, so, okay, you can start. Please change, please. And then you ask yourself how to maintain and to strengthen your relationships. It's important. People want to be next to the ones who are winning all the time. If you're not winning, please stop sharing your failures. Please stop sharing that your boss doesn't like you. Please stop sharing that your career is a mess. Please stop sharing that your business is not performing, concentrate on the positive side. People want to be close to the positive people. A part of COVID, okay, if you're negative, people want to be next to you. But if you're positive in your mindset, you will attract the best tribe. People will start being happy to be next to you. People will bring more resources to support your dream. But please, please stop being negative. Stop sharing all the messes about your country online, about your people online, about your government online. It's not possible. In the Bible, it's written that we should honor mom and daddy, and we should also honor your superiors. How are you honoring your government? How are you honoring your job? How are you honoring your family? How are you honoring who you are? Please, start working on yourself. If you start seeing the good things will start multiplying. Nothing is perfect. Not even in America is perfect. So why are you criticizing Africa all the time? Saying corrupt. Who does corruption? For corruption to happen, someone has to have money and the other one has to have the demand for cash. So guys, please, corruption starts when one has money and the other has the will to get that money. And this one can bring the thing that this guy needs. So let's stop with that discussion. In Europe, in America, in Asia, it is called lobbying. And in Africa, it is called corruption, right? That's in America, we say, he knows how to do lobbying. In Africa, you say, that man is corrupt. He should go to hell. You're already sending the man to hell because he knows the people to facilitate a deal and you don't know the people because you're not networking. Guys, please, corruption is only corruption in Africa because Africa didn't legalize lobbying, and Africa is losing millions of dollars a year because these people that do corruption in Africa, they deposit the money in Europe, in Asia, and in America, and then we don't even collect the taxes. So Africa should think about the power of lobbying and should legalize lobbying. And then at least the $700 million or $1 billion will remain in our financial system. We'll start creating wealth in our markets. That's true. And the external people just convinced us that lobbying is corruption, and us as the colonies obeying like kids, we say yes, and then we are sending our best resources to jail. The guys with brain are going to jail because we believe that lobbying is a sin. But if you cross the border in other continents, lobbying is a job and pay taxes. And to finalize, pay attention where you put the click. The websites that you check online, someone is checking on you. And it goes to report of your own personality. Please check as well the websites that you give consent to record your information. The same websites are giving the information to someone else that you don't know who they are.
This is recorded, and anyone who comes across this video will be really motivated, and we will start to change the way we think about things that are happening to us as Africa in Africa, and starting taking charge of our lives. We appreciate you. I mean, if you're able to share your net where people can follow you, because everyone wants to talk to you right now. I can see from the chat box. Please feel free to tell people where they can find you, your email addresses, your LinkedIn handle, and Instagram. I watch you on Instagram a lot, so you can always follow Denise on Instagram. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Grand Africa Initiative, GAIN, promoting youth empowerment for development. Join us for a greater impact together.